This video by no means is political, so I just want to get that out of the way right away before you click away. But we got to talk about resiliency. I mean, you got to admit, Trump, pretty resilient guy. He's had to deal with the media coming after him for years. He's been sued for millions of dollars, and then they try to take him out. And now he's our president? Are you kidding me? I mean, the guy's pretty resilient. Now, when it comes to weight loss and heading towards your goals, you're gonna have to develop some type of resiliency. And I wanna talk to you about that today. But before I do, if you're new to my channel, my name is Tim Ernst. I'm an intermittent keto fasting coach who has helped hundreds of men from all over the world to lose 40 pounds in 16 weeks using my Keto Shed 40 program. If you want more information on that, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link to a video in the description of this video so you can kind of see a little bit about what I do and how I could potentially help you, okay? So let's get right into this. It's almost, it's almost 3 o'clock. I gotta do my one meal a day. So we're gonna be cooking some eggs from Kirkland. And I just wanna talk to you about, you're gonna have setbacks when it comes to your weight loss goal. I've been on this journey a couple of times. I've lost 70 pounds in 7 months back in 2018. I gained some weight. I'm a married guy, I got kids. There's a lot of opportunities to screw up your health and your diet. And I've gained and lost weight constantly, all right? So I want to talk to you about how things went today. Today, I'm a very, very routine type of guy, okay? I'm very routine. And anytime I get out of my routine, I get really frustrated, okay? I'll tell you what happened. So early this morning, we went to a meeting that the people at my son's school has. So the principal was there, his teacher, a lot of other teachers that are actually trying to help him. If you're not aware, my son, he has a bleeding disorder called hemophilia, okay? And he also has some learning delays. So he's not up with where the other kids are, like his peers, unfortunately. So every year we have these meetings we go to. Well, it went for a whole hour and I'm sitting there, taking it all in, trying to get help for my son. And then I'm like, oh man, we got to go to the gym as well. So we're there for an hour and I kid you not, I get to the gym and could barely find a parking spot. I mean, it was just so crowded. So I get in there and of course, I'm a routine guy. I've got my whole workout plan in order, okay? I get in there, there isn't a bench to sit on. Basically, all the stuff that I was supposed to do in order, I had to go out of order, which was just absolutely insane. And I just couldn't believe that I was gonna have to go out of order, and I was just very, very frustrated, And I was starting to get to the point where I was just getting pretty upset. And I was talking to a guy in there that I know who lives in my neighborhood. He goes, yeah, man. He's like, I was in here the other day and I drove around the parking lot 3 times and finally I just gave up and went home. Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes you're going to get thrown off your schedule, right? And it's going to be how you react to those times when you're off your schedule. That's going to make all the difference. Now, how does this relate with even weight loss? Okay. Well, when it comes to weight loss, you're going to have times where you're going to get frustrated. You're going to plateau. Maybe you plateaued for a week, weeks, or maybe even months. How resilient are you? Okay. And, sometimes we have setbacks too. We have setbacks in life where, things happen in life. I've had many clients where they were off to a good start. All of a sudden, they just fell off for whatever reason, and they had a hard time getting back up. I want to tell you, you got to be resilient, and even if you do have a setback, I want to challenge you. Those setbacks are probably setting you up for a comeback, okay? I'm sure you've heard that term before. You just got to dig deep. You're going to have obstacles. Nothing in life, as you know, is going to be smooth sailing, okay? It's going to be rough at times, all right? So anyway, I get through the workout. I'm glad I did. But it was totally out of my routine. I hate being out of my routine. But here's the thing. I've been on a couple weight loss journeys myself. I've had setbacks. And I'm telling you though, if you push through, if you just learn how to push through your setbacks, you develop thick skin, you get some resiliency, I mean, your potential is going to be limitless. All right. So if you're curious about what I'm making, I've got like 5 eggs in here. I'm going to cook this bacon. This is from Costco as well. It's Kirkland. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's so easy. This bacon's pretty much cooked. You just throw a whole sleeve in there. There's like, I think 10 or 12 to a sleeve. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some bacon and eggs. You can't beat it. And also, I mean, if you're not really familiar with the way I eat, you know, pretty much I do keto, carnivore, those kind of things. And it is one of the best diets that I've found to really reduce insulin resistance, lose a lot of weight. You're going to, you know, your body's going to heal from anything if you've got like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, maybe you deal with sleep apnea, all that kind of stuff. This is the way I eat, okay? And so I've been on my own journey this year where, you know, like I'm not perfect, man. I'm like everyone else. You know, I'm just like you. You know, I had some setbacks last year where I gained 40 pounds. And here I am a coach. I kind of felt hypocritical telling people to, you know, get in shape and, you know, eat healthy and exercise. Now, I never neglected my exercise. That I never had an issue with. But boy, did I cheat last year. Gained 40 pounds and wasn't happy about that. But anyway, I had my own setbacks last year with a lot of things going on. Let me just set the time here real quick. So I'm going to do, let's see, cook time, I think 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I think that's going to do it. But anyway, you got to have some resilience. You got to, you know, so many people I know, especially people that I've coached, I have had people very motivated at the beginning of their weight loss journey. They're excited, you know, and then somewhere along the lines, man, something happens and they fall off and, you know, they end up quitting, you know, and maybe you've done this, you know. This is why I think a lot of people go through these New Year's resolutions every single January. They start off good, but then somewhere, usually it's by spring, summer, because I know, like, you know, spring break, you know, if you got kids, they're out of school, you go on vacation, all these things can trip you up. There's birthdays, there's anniversaries, there's all those things. You got to learn to navigate through those things. And you know what? When you fall off, just get back on. There's no reason to just like, you fall off and then like, you stay there, okay? Everybody falls off, but you got to get back up and you got to try again, all right? On my own journey, you know, like I said, you know, I gained 40 pounds last year and now I've lost about 33 pounds. I started January 2nd. I did a 5-day fast, lost 15 pounds right out the gate on that 5-day fast. I ate nothing. All I had was water. And then I lost an additional 15 pounds in like, you know, 25 days. And now I'm at an even 200. So I've only got like 10 pounds to go because my goal is to get to 190. All right, that's kind of my goal. But anyway, you know, I was just, honestly, man, I was just kind of pissed off at the gym. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. There's nothing available. There's no parking. I had to go all out of my routine. And it was just, I'm just telling you, it was just very, very frustrating. But that doesn't mean you just quit and stay there. All right. So the only thing that will keep you going is you really got to think about, you know, what's the ultimate goal here? You know, yes, you're going to have to make sacrifices, but you're going to have to make sacrifices in any area in life. Life is not easy. You're not going to just coast through it. Like, honestly, my weight loss, it's been like this, okay? And that's pretty normal. Weight loss is never like this, you know, steep slope where you're going all the way down. You're going to have these like ups and downs. That's totally normal. You just got to stick with it, all right? So I didn't mean for this video to go long. I'm basically just cooking so I got my over easy eggs right here. I got my bacon in there and we're going to eat. And that's about it. So just remember, have some resiliency, okay? Stay the course, have focus. You know, I love that acronym FOCUS. It stands for follow one course until successful. just because something ain't working doesn't mean you do this over here, you do this over there, and you're jumping from diet to diet. I've seen people hop from diet to diet. Stick to the one thing and see it through, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start eating. Go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the video, make sure to like the video, and make sure to turn on that notification bell so that way you get notifications every day as to the videos that I'll be uploading every single day, all right? So until then, I will see you next time.